Ashe support is still pretty much just as crazy as it used to be, but yet no one is playing it. So I'm bringing it back into meta, guys. It is still unbelievably powerful. I'll tell you exactly how to play it in the current meta, and I'll show you exactly how to build it, because things have changed. There are timestamps in the description to skip to the gameplay. Now let me tell you about the build. So, reminder, this is Ashe support. So you go Spectral Sickle. After that, you go for Tear of Goddess. Early game, you're not going to be that strong. You go for the Tear of Goddess, it's okay. Now you have a choice. You can either go for a Mana Mune, which is going to give you more damage, like more sustained damage, or you can go for the Mandate after Tear of Goddess. Mandate is going to give you more burst damage with your ult and your second ability, and it's going to give you more damage for your teammates, because they can proc the Mandate and give more damage. If you want to be the one that does just a little bit more damage, for example, if you're playing with like a Gragas or a Nasus or anything in the Dragon lane, you go for Mana Mune. If you're actually playing with an ADC or with a Lux or something, then it's actually much better to go for the Imperial Mandate. Basically, if you're playing with a ranged champion in Dragon lane, go for Mandate. After that, of course, finish off your Mana Mune or finish off the Mandate. The boots that you want to go is the Ionic Boots of Lucidity. You want cooldown reduction. Every item has to be a cooldown reduction item. The enchantment that you want to go is the Meteor, because every time you ult an enemy, you throw down a Meteor on that enemy. That's the whole point. Like, you're gonna throw down a Meteor on them. And after those two items, so after the Mandate and the Mana Mune and the Meteor, it's completely situational. Is the enemy tanky? You go for a Black Cleaver. Does the enemy have a lot of barriers? You go for the Serpent's Fang. This one is incredible on Ashe because your second ability procs Serpent's Fang on everyone. So as I said, if the enemy very tanky, you go for the Black Cleaver. And right here, you can actually go for Horizon Focus. And I suppose this is okay. I don't recommend it too much, but it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. Like, damage-wise, like if you really don't know what to build, you can go for the Horizon Focus. Like this one and Mandate is just gonna have phenomenal poking for you. If you need anti-healing, then you go for the Mortal Reminder. Like, Jesus Christ, I just got caught by a friend. How do I hang up? I can't. How do I hang up? I can't hang it up. So yeah, I'm recording the video. This one I don't recommend Suura's Grudge because yeah, you already have slows. You don't need it. Cosmic Drive is great if you want to have movement speed, like throughout the game. Like every time you hit your abilities, you're gonna get movement speed if you're playing with Cosmic Drive. For the runes, you go for Ari. You can go for Font of Life, but I don't recommend it. Like, Font of Life is really not that good. Ari is much better, because your ultimate is going to do more damage because of the Ari. Your poking is also going to do more damage because of the Ari. So it's really, really good to go for Ari on Ashe support. Phase Rush, meh. I mean, you can do it, but meh. I just really don't recommend it. It's not that good. Second rune is always going to be weakness, because you're constantly proccing weakness. Third rune, Bone Plating, is currently pretty much broken in the game, so you go for Bone Plating. Otherwise, whatever you want. And a fourth rune, Hunter Genius. Of course, as much ability haste as you can. And for your spells, you go for Flash and Heal, or you go for Flash and Ignite if you really want to be aggressive. If the enemies have a lot of melee champions, you can go for Ignite. So that is it about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. Alright, on to the gameplay. Funnily enough, this was actually the game that got me to Challenger. I was playing with a Nasus, as you can see. This is like, I would say this is one of the best combos to play Ashe with a Nasus. Like, I don't really recommend Ashe with a traditional ADC, like the combo. Like, Ashe Jinx, Ashe Vayne, I don't recommend it. I really recommend it with, either Lux, or like, as I said, a tank, like Nasus, Gragas, Garen. But then the tank is gonna take the farm. You are gonna get Sickle. Remember that. That is the way you play this. So here you can see we're against a Senna and a Draven. Ashe is actually quite good into this. And the reason that I'm saying Ashe Nasus is exceptionally powerful is because Nasus can put Font of Life onto them. Every time he uses his third ability, he puts Font of Life on them, and I can easily proc it with my second ability. Like, look, boom, and I'm gonna heal up. You see that? Heal up, and I hit him. He does have Bone Plating, as you can see, and he's gonna tank up a lot of my damage because of the Bone Plating. But yeah, it's okay. It's definitely fine. All you want to do in the early game with Ashe support is just poke with your second ability. Like, this is a mistake, you see? What I did right here was already a little bit too much. You don't want to go that far up. You don't want to go that far, because you're really not going to do a lot of damage. Like, pretty much any champion is going to outdamage you in the early game. So, level 1, even level 2. Level 2 is a little bit different because you do have your first ability, but level 1, all you do is just poke with your second ability. Just maintain a long distance. Long distance. Again, mistake. You see how I'm making a mistake here? I have to flash because I didn't maintain the distance. Like, this was really stupid of me. All you want to do is maintain a distance. Why do you guys think Ashe has such long range basic attacks and abilities? Because she has to maintain a distance. I am not supposed to get close to a Draven. Of course he's gonna destroy me. That's the whole point of Draven. So, like, you can clearly see you have to maintain a distance. It's okay. Just poke with your second ability. I know that in the early game, you're really not gonna do that much damage. Like, it's not that bad. But you just want to proc your Spectral Sickle. Like, really, that's what it's all about. Just proc your Spectral Sickle. Make sure you don't get hit by the enemy. And you're doing decent damage to the enemy. You're constantly chunking down a little bit of HP from the enemy. It's just okay. Because Ashe support is actually incredibly powerful in the mid and late game. So you don't have to push your advantage. You don't have to. Because you become super powerful. Your first power spike is basically when you finish your first item, which is either a Mana Mune or an Imperial Mandate. One of the two items. It's already a good power. It's both a good power spike. Let's talk about the third ability of Ashe, by the way. There are multiple ways that you can use the third ability of Ashe. First one is to get wards. Ooh. Look, I slow them and I run away. This is okay. It's not too bad because we traded decently with them. But yeah, third ability can get wards because it gives you true vision. So it reveals every ward. Ooh, Nasus died. Ouch, that sucks. We gave Draven a kill. That's not good. That's really not nice. The second thing you can do with it, which is probably the more important thing, is you can get vision in the enemy jungle. Like, you can actually track the enemy jungler. So, like, if you think the enemy jungler is on his blue buff, for example, you'll throw your third ability on it, and you make sure you know or you don't know. You'll just track him. I'm gonna try to punish him here because Ahri is coming. You can see. Should be a double kill. I have my ult, and it's definitely a kill. Clearly a kill. I'm just running away because, of course, if he hits 2 attacks on me, I'm gonna die. So there we go. In this particular game, I'm going for the Mandate. Because Nasus has his third ability to very easily proc my Imperial Mandate. So all I have to do is just hit my second ability on the enemy, and Nasus is going to use his third ability, and it does massive poke damage. Massive. So of course I'm going for an Imperial Mandate first item here. We actually got, what, 4 turret plates here. We got 4, no, it's 3 turret plates, sorry. We got 3 turret plates here. Really nice. I'm just dead here. I cannot do anything. Oh god, they use so many ults to try to kill us here. It's fine. We got a lot of turret plates. It's okay. She's gonna die as well because Kha'Zix is gonna kill her. That's fine. Like, this is all fine. Of course, when you're in base, you want to spam your abilities to stack up the Tear of Goddess. You can see it here. Like, don't forget about this. You really want to use that. Ooh, I'm ulting mid lane to help my Gwen fight Darius. So, something happened there. I didn't actually mean to ult it in that direction. I don't know, it's a bug or something, or I just screwed up maybe. But something happened that screwed it up. I could flash second ability here if I really wanted to get close, but meh. Here you can see I'm actually using my third ability for another thing, which is revealing enemies. If Akali goes invisible, Teemo goes invisible, or like Senna goes invisible, you can use your third ability, of course, to make her visible again. Ooh. I really hope you guys are really seeing how much damage I'm doing. Like, it really doesn't feel like a lot. But trust me when I tell you, Ashe support does much more damage than it looks like. Especially in the late game. Currently, I'm at the weak stage of the game. Like, I'm really not that strong right now. But when I get to the later game and start to get my items, oh my god, it is disgusting how strong I'm gonna be. I'm gonna ult Twisted Fate here. Because Ahri is going to him. Ahri should be able to kill him for free. Yeah, that has to be a free kill. She can just charm him under the turret. It has to be a free kill. It just has to be. Come on. There we go. That is a kill because of me, you see? Look at how I'm fighting this fight, by the way. I am just standing over the wall. All I'm doing is I'm chilling. Look. All I'm doing is this. And for now, that is okay. This is all I need to do. All I need to do. Again, this may feel like it's not a lot, but keep in mind, you're building for late game. And you are doing a decent amount. Every second ability is doing like 100 damage. You see that? 100 damage. Every time I hit them is 100 damage. You see? 100 damage. Each shot that hits them. So throughout this fight, I did like what? Like 2,000 damage? That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of poke damage. So you're constantly chunking down the enemies. Meanwhile, of course, you're ulting the side waves. Like, you don't have to ult the team fight. You can ult side waves. Like right here, of course I'm gonna ult. Your ult is gonna be on a low cooldown. That's also the point of this build. You built a lot of ability haste, and oh, I missed my ult. That is horrible. And you're constantly ulting, constantly, especially in the late game. Yet again, in the late game, after you're level 13, your ultimate is on like a 16-second cooldown, something like that, which is obviously ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You can spam your ultimate like crazy. And of course, because you have Mandate, it does a lot of damage as well. You can see now I actually have Mandate. So every time I hit my second ability, it does even more damage. This fight right here was a prime example of how you're not supposed to fight with Ashe. So let's talk about what happened. I actually got too close. If you get too close to a melee champion, you will die. Like, you have no escape ability. You have nothing. You guys really have to understand that Ashe, the whole point of Ashe is maintaining a distance, not getting close. Like, don't get close to the enemy just to do a little bit more damage. I don't know why Gwen is running away here. This is a free kill. This is literally a free kill. If Gwen was in mid lane, that would have been a free kill. Maybe I should have pinged it actually, because how could she know, right? Like, how could she know? I'm saying it now, but how could she have known that I was going there? I should have pinged it. But yeah, maintain as much of a distance as possible. Like, don't greed for damage. That's really important when you play Ashe support. Do not greed for damage. And what I mean with that is don't get close to the enemies just, just to hit your second ability. If you cannot hit your second ability, so be it. It's okay. Only if they get close to you, then boom, then you go for it. Make sure you have a tank in front of you. Like, don't be the front line of your team. You're not gonna survive that, ever. I could ult Draven here. Perhaps we could kill him here. It's not gonna be easy though. The reason I'm not ulting him here is because, like, they could have been here. But I'm gonna ult Twisted Fate here. Yet again, that has to be a free kill. There we go. That is definitely a kill. 100% RE kills. Yeah, there we go. See, all those kills in the mid lane have been from me. They came from me. You see the power of Ashe support. You are constantly ganking side lanes. It's not just team fighting and lane pressure. You're ganking. You're ganking all the time. You're clearing out vision all the time. You're doing all of these things. And you have to do these things. Like, if you don't do these, Ashe support is not worth it. Ashe support is really only worth it if you do these things. The ganking and all of that. Like, it's a big part of playing Ashe support. Because I know a lot of people try to play Ashe support and they don't do it. All they do is they just hit their second ability and that's it. And they're like, I'm not doing anything. It's not worth it. Of course you're not doing anything. Because you're not actually using your ultimate constantly. So please, this is probably the most important thing, to use your ultimate. Like right now, look, I'm gonna ult. I'm gonna try to ult Diana to try and get the free kill. And it worked. It worked, you see? I hit her, it saved my Kha'Zix because of my ult. Every time I'm providing massive value with that ultimate. It's really not looking too good for us right now though. Raven is desperately trying to kill me. I need to flash. Ooh, my flash was too late. Damn, this game is not looking good for us right now. This game is not looking good. Oh god, this is really not looking good. We're actually full AP. Only Kha'Zix does attack damage in this game. This is gonna be a horrible late game for us. Oh no. I told him that I'm gonna ult Twisted Fate. And I am, of course. Take a look. He's trying to chase him. I ult him. And that should be a kill because of my ult, right? Right? It's not. Oh, that sucks. But it, like, again, it was... That's unfortunate. Let's be honest. That's a little bit unfortunate. That should have been a kill. Ooh, don't get close to Darius. Do not get close to Darius. All I do is just poke him. And just make use of the slows you have. Like, look. Here, I can get away with basic attacking him. Because my Gwen is tanking it. You see, Gwen is tanking. Actually, my Meteor killed him there. So, use your first ability if one of your teammates is fighting, right? Like, then you can get close enough to the enemy to use it. Keep in mind, your first ability is really not going to do a lot of damage until you finish the Mana Mune. When you finish Mana Mune, especially Muramana, that's when it will actually do quite a lot of damage. Your first ability, right? Before that, it's really not going to do a lot of damage. So it's not worth to get yourself into risk for, only to hit your first ability. Because it's really not going to do any damage until you get the Mana Mune. So now the game changes a little bit. You can see I'm going for a Black Cleaver this game. Which actually doesn't really make much sense now that I'm thinking about it. Because only Kha'Zix is our attack damage champion. And the enemy is going for a lot of magic resist. Beautiful ultimate. Beautiful, beautiful. He almost died. I exhausted Diana right before her ultimate there, by the way. Look at the meteor, guys. You see how much damage the meteor is doing? Do you guys see how much this meteor is doing? Like, I really want you guys to realize how much meteor does. The reason that meteor works very well with Ashe is not only because of her ultimate. It's actually because Ashe just slows the enemies. Your basic attack, your second ability, everything. Look here. Everything slows the enemy. You have to be a little bit careful. So all the enemies are gonna be slowed, so meteor is gonna be hit more easily, right? You can hit your meteor much more easily because all of the enemies are slowed like crazy. Actually, Black Cleaver. How am I for Black Cleaver? I suppose. Yeah. Why? Why actually? Not sure why I was going for Black Cleaver this game. I really cannot explain it to you guys. Maybe it was just a mistake, right? I can also just say that. Maybe it was just a mistake. Not sure why. Maybe I felt like I had to be tankier. That makes sense. But again, I really don't get all the damage. Look at the damage. You see how much damage my ult did? You see that? Using the meteor as well. Ooh, I'm gonna die here. Actually, I'm not even gonna die. Oh my god, look. My meteor killed Draven or like Draven died as well. I did a ridiculous amount of damage this team fight. The meteor and my ultimate. And if you don't believe it, just go back to the video and look at how much damage it did, my ultimate. Because keep in mind, your ultimate does AoE damage to all the enemies around it. And it slows them. So you not only stun one enemy, all the enemies around it get slowed. And it does AoE damage. It does AoE damage. And it's a lot of damage because you have Mandate. You apply Mandate on everyone. And, of course, magic damage. It does magic damage. Your ultimate has magic damage scaling. So again, I really don't know why I was going for Black Cleaver. Perhaps I thought I had to be tankier. I mean, it does make sense, actually, to be tankier. Because this is the only tankiness item that you can really build on Ashe. Because it gives you a lot of a lot of health. And it gives you a lot of ability haste. So even though you don't really need the armor shredding, sorry, not penetration, it can still be worth it to go for Black Cleaver for that particular reason. I should ult her because Kha'Zix, yeah, there you go. Should be a free kill now. It is definitely a free kill, right? There we go. Yet another kill with my ultimate. Easy peasy. And I'm gonna have my ultimate in 15 seconds again. 15 seconds. Exhausting him, slowing him. Boom! Meteor killed the Twisted Fate. Meteor did an insane amount of damage to Darius. Meteor is just disgusting when you play Ashe. I have my ultimate again. Look, I have my ultimate again. Boom! Yeah, he was actually forced to use QSS. Wow, that was a really good ultimate by Draven, though, not gonna lie. Look, I slow him. I didn't even have to slow him, and I hit him for 270 magic damage. That's a lot of magic damage, guys. Surely he's gonna die. I'm just flashing on top of him to make sure we kill him, by the way. I really want you guys to stay until the end of this video, by the way. Like, I want you guys to see how much damage I actually did this game. Like, really want to see. I'm not sure if we're gonna end the game. I don't know, actually. I don't remember. I don't think we can end here. Yeah, we cannot. We can definitely not end here. I'm really not sure what happened with this game. Because this game I played a while ago. Since I've been Challenger for a while now, so... And we're just slowing them. They cannot catch up my asses. It is so funny. I got a Black Cleaver as well. The reason that I'm using my third ability like this, by the way, is just to make sure they don't have any wards. If they had any wards before my third ability, I would just pop the wards. You see how Darius is at 60% health after my poking? Do you guys see how disgusting my poking really is in this game? What am I gonna build? Runa's Hurricane. So, Runa's Hurricane and Black Cleaver is actually a really nice combo. Because you can apply the Black Cleaver on everyone, right? You can apply it on 3 enemies. I hit my ultimate on the Diana here, which is a really good ult. But unfortunately, they actually decided to go all in, which is really not necessary. Because my ult is on a 10-second cooldown. 10 seconds. I have it in 7 seconds again. So I was just using a random ult. You see how much damage Meteor is doing from Nasus. Nasus also has a Meteor, by the way. Making sure we have vision. Going on him. He should be dead 100%. I have another Meteor. Just ridiculous. Oh, exhaust him instantly and try to survive. There we go. Very nice. And now look, maintaining a range. But unfortunately, my Gwen died. If your frontline dies, you're screwed. Because you can see if they dive you like this, there's nothing you can do to escape. even your ultimate doesn't really help you to escape because your ultimate only stuns for 1.5 seconds when you shoot it from close range. And if they all have tenacity, which they very likely will build if you're playing Ashe, it's going to be even less. But if you hit your ultimate from a long range, the stun is going to be 3.5 seconds. 3.5! Which is insane, of course. 3.5. Like, that is absolutely incredible. So, whenever you can, try to hit your ultimate from a distance, not super close. Like, try to hit it from a bit of a longer distance. The enemies have so much magic resist, by the way. Oh, I think that's why I went for the Black Cleaver. Because I just wanted attack damage myself. Black Cleaver and Rune on Zuriken. So, like, I could do the damage myself, right? Again, I'm probably just gonna ult. Yeah, there we go. So, I'm ulting to the Diane or the Darius. Boom. I hit him, and they're following up. Should be a... Oh. They should not have followed up. Oh, oh, oh. Look, what I'm gonna do, just poking. Constant poking. My second ability actually does a lot of damage. Like 200 damage on their squishies. Gwen is split pushing, by the way, while we're doing all this. I have my ultimate as well. So, okay. Now there is this plan in my head. If someone goes to Gwen, I could ult that someone. Potentially. So, like Twisted Fate, I could ult Twisted Fate. Instead, I decided to ult here to try and steal the Baron here together with my team. And we did it. We stole the Baron, right? We did a good engage. We stole the Baron. Gwen did die, however, which is unfortunate. But I got my Rune Zuriken. I got the Rune Zuriken. 4 items right now, guys. This is crazy. Like, I'm gonna be so powerful right now. Yeah, I remember now because I wanted to do damage myself. Yeah, exactly. Essence Reaver. So I'm looking for attack damage myself because we need it. They're trying to do the dragon. Let's just say they tried. Okay? Let's just say they tried. And we'll keep it at that. They tried to do the dragon. So yeah. We're continuing the game right there. Just casually doing our thing. And we're continuing the game. We got 2 inhibitor turrets. Of course, I have my ultimate already. I just stole the dragon like 10 seconds ago. And I have my ultimate again. Ooh, Blade of the Rune King is actually nice. True, that one is all. Like, I need damage. It's clear. I need damage. Serpent's Fang would have been pretty good as well this game. Like, I just need attack damage items. You see how my second ability does 255 damage right there? Look at how much damage it does. Crazy. Oh, ooh. Darius is right there. That is not good. You can clearly see that is the weakness of Ashe support. Clearly. If the enemy gets close to you. Clearly, that is the one big weakness you have. And of course, all the enemies are gonna get Mercury's threats, which is really annoying because it's gonna reduce your stun duration from your ultimate. I'm gonna be up in 23 seconds with an ultimate, of course, which could mean a free kill. If they're all forced to go Mercury's threats, it's good as well because you're basically taking away the options for them to go for any other boots because they have to get Mercury's threats against you. If they don't do that, they're gonna get destroyed by you, right? That's the thing about Ashe. 1 second. I'm gonna take the red buff here because, of course, you know, I'm also a bit of an ADC at this point because I do have Rune on Zuriken and the Black Cleaver. Oh, there is a Draven with low HP. There's a Draven. Oh, I missed. It's okay. 20-second ult cooldown. It's okay. Like, don't worry about it. Don't be afraid of missing your ult, by the way. Just use it. Just use it. Like, just don't be afraid. The fight has not even started and we're chunking down Draven already like crazy. Look at this. Look. Constant chunking. I should have probably gone for anti-healing this game, by the way. Anti-heal would have been a really good choice. I hit the Senna and I'm just... Look at this. Ooh, Draven tries to go on me, so I'm exhausting him. Ooh, Draven. Draven. But we win the game. Gwen finished the game. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's take a look at how much damage I did. Let's just take a look at how much damage I did and everything like that. You guys are not gonna believe it. Better than whatever that is. Oh, this was not the game that got me to challenge. I was already a challenger this game. Never mind. 45,000 damage. Look at this damage. Look at how much this is. It was the most damage in the entire game. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, I have a green screen here because I'm working on another project. You guys will see soon. Thank you guys very much for watching. And I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye-bye.